Howdy everyone. So here in Australia, race season's over. It's done in Gippsland, Victoria. So follow the journey, stay tuned, and let's pull these cars apart and make one nice and shiny and new again. Stay tuned. Hey guys, so if you watched the last one, we prepped the new body, done underneath the bonnet. Inside the car is good for the cage. We were set to go racing this weekend again for Alex. I know I put on my last one that I was done, but I wanted one more run, so yeah, we're going to go for another run. We're going up there anyway, so why not spend a little bit of money on fuel and take the car up, make a weekend of it. So the new body, we're all clean under the bonnet. You can see the little white clips, they'll stay, everything else is off. Just cleaned up a few brackets you would have seen from the last one. Just sat, me and Shane got a spare radiator. But Shane and I, new body is there. It's all stripped out, it's ready for a new cage. So I put a bit of the old bog in that side to clean that side up a little bit. The floor's come up alright. I was worried about all the old spot welds and drilling them out and welding them up, but with under primer on it, it's come up pretty good, so I don't think we'll have to put any body filler or anything in that. So the V3 car will be, yep, V3 car will be no more in a couple of weeks. We're going to get rid of it. I'm going to start today, so stay tuned and I'll show you what I get up to. Not going to do much. I might cut the roof off it, bonnet, doors, boot, just stuff that I'm going to keep. Everything else can stay on it. Just going to hang the doors up on the shed wall somewhere. Guards are both shot. Might keep the quarters to spare just in case when if you snap a quarter in half, it's easier to put it on it. But as you can see, the guards stay on it. Might take this bumper. I've had this bumper on it for 2 seasons now, which is pretty good. It's got a bit of a crack there, but that's all. So yeah, the plan is I'll just fire this up for one last time in a little bit, then run a dry out of the carby. I've got no fuel left in it, and then we'll pop this motor out, wrap it up. We're going to keep this as a spare. As I said in a previous vlog, we're going to change the cam, going to change pistons. There's no point in wrecking this engine. It's a pretty good engine. It does need to freshen up. I reckon it needs rings and bearings. Number 6, that's where it's got its smoky issue from. When I popped plugs out of it the other week, I noticed there was a fair bit of smoke weeping out of that cylinder, so I reckon that's the cylinder that the issue is coming from. But as I said, like in other vlogs of racing and stuff like that, it's always had a bit of a smoky issue on idle, but once this warms up, it's gone. It's finished. It's never affected anything else. It didn't affect me. I knew what was going on. So yeah, pull this apart somewhat. Yeah, lots of rivets, bonnet and boot off for now. I might cut the roof off. I got no one really to help me lift the roof off, so I might just leave that for another day, but got to start somewhere, and today's the day that we pull it apart. But I'll pull a bit, show you a bit, and go from there. See ya. So that's it, last time should be running. As I said, like, I've got a new carby and everything for this, so it's sort of waste of money to pull this apart and just put stuff on the shelf. So I might as well just keep it all together. I think I've got to pick up another block, another motor. I'll pick up another motor, a good BY runner, $300, and then everything else is the same anyway. Everything else has been changed. So, okay, this is a good spare for Shane. Shane runs everything the same as mine, same fuel pump. We looked into it, made sure that everything was right for E85 and we were going to do it. As in fuel lines compatible and all that sort of stuff. Even down to the gaskets in the carbine to make sure they're all E85 compatible. So this engine to go in Shane's motor, it's already all set. We run basically the same wiring loom. He's going to go with the same wiring loom as mine. We've had a couple of issues with his car this year, burning coils out. You seem to get 2-3 meters out of it when it does a coil for some reason. So we're going to go back to this loom. His loom's still good. Yeah, so here's what it is. And a small update. New trailer. So we sold the enclosed trailer. It was just enclosed trailers are really good, don't get me wrong. They are awesome, but with my situation being here in rural housing, it's too big for my house. So the benefit in having an enclosed trailer is at the track. If you have an enclosed trailer at the track, everything's so easy, but not so much when you come home to a house like this. It just kept making my days so long. Getting home, like even from Horsham and Bairnsdale and stuff like that, when you're getting home at 3 o'clock in the morning, then getting up at 9 o'clock the next day, you have to unload, you have to clean the race car, clean the trailer out. Yeah, and before you knew it, your Sundays were gone, they were done. So at least with this trailer, I can do a little bit less work. I can reverse the trailer into the backyard and leave the car on the trailer if I don't feel like I want to touch it. You have a bad day and you sit your race car in the naughty corner, I can do that. With an enclosed trailer I couldn't. So that's why I got rid of the trailer. And it means that we have some plans we're sort of thinking about, so enclosed trailer wasn't viable for what we want to do. So at least this, like even if we go 2-day events, like I can nick down the street, go to the car wash the trailer on the car, wash the car on the trailer, and then just wash it into the center and go again. I'll put a couple of boxes on this, like to be honest, once I put 2 boxes on this, everything that I had in the enclosed trailer will be in the trailer anyway. So no, we picked up a good deal. We might even try and sell them for him, sort of, because he knows about YouTube channel and all that sort of stuff. So this trailer, if anyone's interested, you can buy it from me. It's registered, ready to go, and then I can continue to get trailers from him, bring them down here, get them registered and go again. There's not much difference to what he wants, and we can change the style to what I want. So we'll put the old stripper pole on it for them late nights at Speedway. This is how we run our tyre rack. Just gets the wind off it, that's all. We don't need to carry. We do 3 heats in a final. I can carry 4 spares and the spare for the trailer on that pole. And if you do tyre a heat, you're out of tyres by the final anyway. So that's all. Jesse's fighting the dog. Playing soccer yesterday. You actually had to. They were a bit low on under 10, so we went up and won. They won their game yesterday, so which was good. But yeah, she's running and idling. Going to burn a bit of fuel out of that carbine and shut it down. Yeah, rip the bonnet off in a minute. Boot the doors. Yeah, Smoky Joe in there. Yeah, as I said, you know, yeah, we put in a lot of work. Me and Shane, like you sort of watch what we do. We've got nothing to hide. And as I say, you put in the work and you reap the rewards. So it is what it is. Right, yeah, I'll chuck these on time lapse and we'll pull some stuff apart. we're doing somewhat. It take very long. That beautiful cage. Next, I've got to get in it because I'm going to change. I'm going to change, just clean this inside up a bit. I'm going to change me starter button. I'm going to put it off. I'm going to put a bracket off here and come up, then have me panel just here so I can flick it on. But I've got to get in the car and make sure that that's going to be viable for me to do it, because we sit back sort of pretty much as far as we can go. You got the cage there, and that's pretty much just a bracket for it. So yeah, as I said previously, we're going to leave all this back bar work in it. It doesn't need to come out. One, it's bent. That's how bent the back of the car is. Since it's the last meeting, I can show you that now. But I don't know if you can notice, but that down bar there has actually got a twist. It twists out this way. Speed Racer, she's going to be my #1 pit crew this year. Her older sister's going to show her, so she learned the ropes. She wants to jump in and go for a skid. But yeah, that bar work there, the whole bar work's bent to the left. And when I got this body, it was a repairable write-off. So this corner here has always had a big kink in it, which I didn't realise until I strapped it down. But it's actually bent the opposite way now. I don't know, you can't really pick that out, but it's on an angle down on this side. You might be able to pick it out. But the whole rear end of the car is bent down that side with the bar work. That's how many hits I've had in the back of it. My brakes work better than some, and my eyes. So yeah, we'll cut all that off. All I'm going to take out is the tank, straps, pump and that, and then that's it. So we might do the boot. As I said, like, this stuff here won't go on the new car, but it's ready to rock and roll for the new one. So it'll be good spares. It'll save me from painting. Same with the quarters. But no, beautiful cage in it. I wouldn't have brought it if it wasn't. You just can't. You can't. There's no comparisons to having a new cage. This was a brand new cage when I got it. It had never hit the track, so there's nothing on it that doesn't need to be there. You can rub your hand on it anywhere you want. You're not going to get bit of box tubing stabbed in you from an old seat bar or something like that, which that's what we're about. Nice and clean. Yeah, shoot me a message if you are looking at cages and that. I'm not doing it. I don't have the time. I've got Andres to do as well. If you want, just leave a comment below on YouTube here, and I can definitely shoot you in the right direction and where to get all this stuff for standard saloons. As I said, like, there's a place on the car for everyone that helps out with this. They help me, I help them. As I said, all the sponsors. If you need anything, like if you're local to me, Gippsland, or even if you're not, like, I'm not local to Melbourne, but that's where I go to get my car dyno. They're just the best in the game. Powered Up Performance. Get on to him. He does a lot of standards, which is a bit tricky because he does do a lot of standards, but everything's quiet. Your car's your car, so he does a really good job. And the proof's in the pudding. Every car that he dynos, they're up the front. Whether it's me, Hilly, all Hilly's cars, actually Russell Hill and all that, they go to him as well. Nick Christie, Jacob Villeman, he's the arch enemy down here. And Paddy, I'm pretty sure Paddy went to him as well. Shane hasn't been to him. We dynoed that here. The old Rever, just give it a rev. But everyone that goes to him, to be honest, our class and our cars are tied up that much, which most use of stand saloon guys. I believe that because our class is tied up that much, you could have, there wouldn't be much power between the top, I don't know, the top 10 cars that are around, the fast ones that are there. we're not talking big power gains. You probably, one might, for instance, like Shane might win one night, he might have 10 than other people, and then the next night he might have 20 compared to other people, but they still beat him. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever the car suits. That, I believe, if the car suits that track, that's what it's gonna be. Not necessarily the driver. It's whatever the car suits. If the car suits that track, they'll be fast. We've shown good speed at Bairnsdale this year and struggled at other places. Yeah, this is what it is. Our generator going. But next step, we might take the boot off, might rip the tank out of it, or go hit some iRacing. Jumped on some late models before and how to win, so smoked them. Stay tuned and we'll do some more. Wow, what a mission that was. Not really. Took 2 seconds. That's all we got to do. Clean a touch up. That's what it is on the big jobs. A little bit there. That's all she is. Some people can, well, you know, have a sook that they're not fully welded and stuff, but any long time generation racers know that you always can miss a little bit, and that to me is a-okay. Nothing wrong with that at all. So rips off. She's a sports car now. But definitely not racing anymore. We'll cut these back bars, just put a couple of cuts through it. I haven't done the tank yet. I just went straight to taking the roof off. I'll do that pillar, cut it down the bottom, and then just makes it easier to get the battery box out, to get the seats out. This seat here, they're a bloody awesome seat if anyone wants to get them. RPM, they're unreal. The only thing is with the seat, this bar here, which I reckon it's bloody really good the way they've done that, it has to be cut out and put back in. We cut mine out, sleeved it and put it back in, or you won't be able to get the seat out. It's too narrow. I like the way that it comes up, you know, it comes up to here, strengthens the corner, which is better than any other ones that are out there. So, this is what it is. We'll keep trucking. Yeah, cut a bit of the back off. Hope you like the time lapse stuff. It just makes it a lot easier for me. I don't have to worry about press and pause and stuff like that. But I'll put some, you know, disco music in there for you. It'll be fine. That's what it is. I'll pull the top of the bar shelf and stuff out, more rivets and that. Let's do some more. About rivets is when the rivet snaps off inside of it and you have to punch them out. Oh, nightmare. Absolute nightmare. As I said before, these are handy to keep for plastic. You put them on the back side of the rivet when you're doing plastic and in the guards and stuff. Keep them all the time instead of using washers and that. There's our washer. little trick. Obviously they're already all drilled out. Go. So what I like to do with this stuff, it's pretty easy. I say a lot. If you've picked it up, just deal with it. What I do with this is use it for templates for the new one, so don't throw it out, keep it in good nick. We've got two over there. You can reuse it. I like to put, we're going on thicker partial shaft this year. As I said, we go to Romlink to do all that stuff. We're doing this stuff to copy it, brand new stuff. What we need to do is just drill it in. Again, the visor, I'm going to change the height of the visor. Okay, I need to change the height on the visor this year. Couldn't see start finish line in a couple of spots. Start in the front. Just couldn't see the start line. So ready, abracadabra. Yeah, so I keep all this stuff. This stuff's all bent. That's how you can see the lip here. That's how bent the back end's being pushed across, and the other side. That's not me putting that in. That's all them love taps I've had this year. So that happens when you're a slow slug. People try and push you out of the way. Rip this boot off. The old Roy 80 stuff, Bunnings Special, I love it. My impact gun, I reckon I've had for 8 years. Not this, the gun that I use to take the wheels and that off. It lasts forever, I love it. Cheap, affordable. Put you on back on time lapse in a sec, or you get bored. Make sure while you got a sec and you're listening in, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, share it as much as you can. Be much appreciated. I've been on for a couple of weeks. There wasn't nothing to record. To show you. That's it. Spare boot from the new one. These stickers peel off easy as. So when we get that number 1 next year, we might even just change boots with Shane. That'd be a bit easier. I don't know how he'll like that, but sounds good. Yes, sorry Bob, so that was 11 minutes there, just showing you that. So I'll switch her off and just try and keep it as clean as we can, but yeah, we've been out here for what, 20 minutes, half an hour. Doesn't take much, cut these bars. No need to stick around from that. Just the old chop-roo in here. Fuel line and everything. As I said, I'll leave the seat nut in it for now because I've got to get in it and do a bit of welding. I'm going to weld a new bracket and everything in there. So just putting it in the new body, putting the loom in just to take it back out again. So we'll do it now. And yeah, Roger Dodgy. Just got to get in, do a little bit of welding for the new switch panels. I'll give you a bit of a looky. So we just cut these rear bars out, cut a section out because I just used the engine crane, just going over the top, pull the cage out, twist the cage and pull it out through the pillar holes where the pillars were. Cut the center pillars out, cut them bars out. Yeah, so once I do which I'll show you on the next one, I'll probably, because it's the off season too, just let me know whether you want to continually see a weekly vlog. I think every 2 weeks is sort of more realistic, but it's not a big rush job to get this done. So it'll probably be more likely I'll do a video every 2 weeks now. It's sort of what I've been doing the last sort of month as well. It's been every 2 weeks, so I'll probably continue with that. Just got it, yeah, better things to do with the family and stuff like that. And now I've got the new iRacing set up again, so we're back on that. If you want to look me up, Daniel Stewart 2. I'll be on tonight, Sunday, mixing it up. Yeah, so that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this, what I'm going to be doing, pulling this apart. I'll talk to the engine builder hopefully tomorrow, organise what we're going to do and what I expect out of it. So we'll go from there with the engine. Everything else is just changeover. I'm going to need to find some rims. I'm down on tyres, so I've got to get some more tyres. Yeah, keen to drive the new body, that's for sure. This thing's that bent. Hopefully there's not too different in the two, but I've done a K-frame swap. It went straight in, and I've done a rear cradle swap as I bent that left-hand rear arm, and everything bolted straight in. So I don't believe the car's bent. Just everything that's around it, sort of on the running gear side. Yeah, but that's it. This is pretty much torn down. There's not much in it. It's just rivets. Rivets are going to do a little bit different in my thermofan setup. For some reason, if anyone else has had the same issue, I keep burning out relays. They're 40 amp relays. I've just got that Davy Craig fan switch setup that's on it, just to turn the fans on, because as we've been through this before with the E85, because it runs so cool, we had to put a temperature switch on it so it turns on. We got them turned on at 100 just to keep it cool. Like it's not a bad thing that they burn out. I believe the relays must be burning out inside, because after they do it, the fans actually jam on. It does affect it a bit, because I can come in from a final and it'll be on 0. And E85, similar to methanol, you can't afford for them to run cool. They just don't run properly. So if anyone's had that same issue and why they keep burning out, like I burn out 4 relays this year, so they just jam on, they won't turn off. They kill the power to everything and it just keeps staying on. So if anyone else has had that same problem, let me know, or might have wired them up wrong. I don't believe so. They all work. When they're working, they work good. And then I think it's every two meetings I burn a relay out. So I don't know why it's doing it. I've got a theory, maybe, if you just correct me if I'm wrong, but the main power supply I've got off the back of my alternator, because this was just a setup that we tried from the dyno, because we had to keep it get the temp up. So I got a theory. It could be right, but my theory is it might be getting a spike through the alternator, because that's where the direct power is, and it's overloading that relay and burning it out. So if that's it, let me know. Let me know if anyone wants any merch too. We're looking into getting some Shorts Racing shirts and hoodies. I think the hoodies will be about $50 a hoodie, and I think the shirts, there's not much difference. Well, there's no difference really on my side for t-shirts for kids. I think there's like $2.50 difference, so I'm not going to worry about that. We'll just round it off pretty simple. I'm pretty sure the hoodie jumpers will be about $50 each, and I'm pretty sure the t-shirts were 35 or 40. Let me know. All sizes are available. We got our first batch. Shane's got a batch. I got a batch. Just for sizing for my size, you know what it's like. Like this jumper here is unreal, but it's a 2XL. And then other jumpers I've got to wear fat man size, which is 4XL. It just depends on where you go. So that's why we wanted to buy them, see the sizing, and then, you know, the people that are going to do it, I can roughly compare my size to what yous are, and Zoe and the kids and Shane, to adjust what we did. Like this is a 2XL, we went with a 4XL for my jumper. It's not too bad, but it's not comfortable. I'm a big believer. I like my jumpers a bit baggy, and me t-shirts as well. So when I bend over, people don't see the Grand Canyon. That's just my preference. So let me know if you're interested in that. We'll probably get onto an order soon. I don't think we'll put V3 and Vic 1 and Vic 3 on it. We'll probably just stay with our normal car numbers. But yeah, you would have seen them on a few videos back. You'll see the new shirts that we've got. But yeah, that's me for the day. I'm gonna, as I said, go and hit iRacing, get on that again, cut some laps. Had a win before, so I'm being itching to get back on. But yeah, if you could hit that button below, like, subscribe, and comment. If you're gonna comment, you're gonna like, I appreciate it if you do it on YouTube. Just shows them that the page is going good, I suppose. Yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Anyone want any info or anything like that? Anyone want to borrow any tin work or anything like that so they can make up their rear pasture shelf, just hit me up. We're all fine. We'll lend it out to you and return it. Yeah, we don't hide much here. Certain stuff we won't say, but it's just, dyno stuff and what cams and that we run. We can put you on to the engine builder that will give you a good cam. We'll go from there. Keep them comments going. I enjoy it. I always look at me views a day and all that sort of stuff, so I'm always floating around. If you can't, hit me up on my Facebook page, Shorts Racing Fabrication. See you next time. Love you. Bye.